overwhelming grief in there.
Why?
I don't know why. I was fine. I was laughing and stuff before we walked in. Hey, Jeff.
Hey,
where are we going today?
Well, definitely not the Mansfield.
The Ohio State Reformatory.
Mansfield. No.
No, been there, done that.
Exactly. We're going to West Virginia. The old West Virginia State Penitentiary.
Yes, that's right. West Virginia State Penitentiary. We're going to see one of the top haunted dolls in the world. Can you guess who it is? Who is it, Jeff?
Well,
she's very
Peggy.
famous.
She's number 3 on the list. It's not Robert the doll. He's number 1 on the list.
He's
But
down.
He's in Florida.
He's
so
down
it
in
can't
the
be West
Keys.
Virginia. But no, there's a special one making a trip from the New England states, and that would be the Annabelle.
That's right. We're going to see Annabelle and the Warren Occult Museum display being brought out to the public for viewing by NESPR. They only bring this stuff out once or twice a year, so this should be interesting. We're gonna get our pictures with Annabelle and see if we feel anything weird. We're gonna, see some of the other objects. I'm excited to see like what other objects they have, but Annabelle is obviously the big one that they're hyping up because of, the Annabelle movies and the Conjuring movies. So yes, we are going to see items from the Conjuring universe, and I'm super excited. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Say it again. Are you excited?
Yeah.
Alright, well, here we are. We are at West Virginia State Penitentiary. They are doing the Warren Occult Museum display this weekend, and a big ghost hunt. I guess they have like celebrities coming and stuff. We're not doing the ghost hunt, but we are here to check out the display and just the penitentiary itself. So what do you think?
From the outside.
It's massive. What do you think of it?
Considering the fact that it's right in the middle of a town.
Mm-hmm. It's really cool, you guys.
And the Grave Greek Mound is right across the street. Another historical place.
It stretches all the way down the road there.
Yeah, this is just one side.
There's houses literally right across the street from it, which is really odd to me. But okay. Old town, so guess what do you expect?
That's pretty cool.
Huh. Neat.
The Grave Creek Mound in the Ohio River Valley in West Virginia is one of the largest conical type burial mounds in the United States, now standing 62 feet high and 240 feet in diameter.
Wow.
It's from about 250 to 150 BC it remains.
That's pretty
them, some
neat.
old dead bodies in there.
Is that a walking path on it?
Yeah. I was like,
that is the largest,
like,
so the largest remaining burial ground,
no,
conical
it's
burial
the
ground.
largest, yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
I'm sure you get a killer view.
There's the Grave Creek Mound Archaeological Complex, Museum and Research Building. That's cool.
Probably got paid a lot. The Adena period, 250, 150 BC. Now it's just a historical site.
The Grave Creek Mound. World famous burial mound built by the Adena people before the Christian era. Mound originally 69 feet high, 290 feet in diameter, encircled by a moat. In 1838, the Grave Creek Mound was tunneled into, and 2 log tombs with several burials and grave offerings were found. Wow. Welcome to the Mounds View Museum. They said everything in here is free to view. It's also free to go up on the burial mound. Look at this beautiful display. Oh my gosh, this is all glass. Look at all these glass blown flowers. So cool. Stars. Neat. They have other things over here. Different vases, a little fishy. Pretty. Look at the little penguins. Bird. A little piggy with wings. Oh my gosh. Oh, these are pretty. Some of the tools they use in glass blowing. Used by Ron Hinkle. Neat. Marble King. Oh, this is cool. Some of the, they're showcasing manufacturers from West Virginia. Here's Lewis and Marks and Company. Created toys until 1972. Some of the cool toys that they made. Wow. Look at this Zorro. Oh, that's cool. I love that. Rock'em Sock'em Robots. Look at that. Manufacturers of Rock'em Sock'em Robots from West Virginia. Oh. Look at the Fred Flintstone on the dinosaur. Dino. Cool. Oh, they got the big wheel tricycle. Huh. They have different rooms in there where you can see, like, there's the Mound recollections, different records, record room. That's cool. Also, they have different pieces from the Fostoria Glass Museum. I have been there several years ago. That place is awesome. Me and Mom and Grandma went to the glass factory. Very beautiful pieces. Over here they have some fossils. They've got a woolly mammoth. That's neat. Here's some petroglyphs that were found in Clifton Heights. So cool. Does anybody read petroglyphs? Do you know what it translates to? Oh, they have it right there. Well, they have a description key. Neat. Over here is some of the fossils. They've got a Dimetrodon. And big boy woolly mammoth. They have a QR code if you want to see a time lapse of building this stegodon. Here's other dire wolf skull. Neat. Here's a bison. European cave bear. I want to see this claw over here. What is this from? Holy cow, that's frightening. Jefferson's giant ground sloth. What? What? That's crazy. Giant ground sloth? Here's a depiction of what, like, they were just huge sloths, I guess. Neat. Here's some arrowheads. This massive display of the Homer Laughlin china. They've got like all of the different, they've got them numbered and everything, but look at all these different china patterns. Cool. These are all like newer ones that they've made in more modern time. Like the Fiesta ware. They have this display of a hut of how the Adena people would have lived. There's a little hut, and that's pretty cool. So here's a little explanation of why the mound was built. So it says it was difficult to identify who an honored person might have been. How was it built? I say lots and lots of soil. 57,000 tons of soil, the equivalent of 3 million basket loads. Wow. Here's what it looked like back then. This giant mound with their ceremonial area on top to honor their dead. Neat. More artifacts that they've found from the different communities that have lived in this area with this beautiful tapestry. All right, let's make our way out to the mound. Oh, different Indian corns. Cool. Access to the mound closes at 4:30. We're gonna go up on the mound. Right across from the elementary school. It was one of the most haunted states in North America. Like, there's literally Indian burial grounds everywhere. And then we have elementary schools, right? Like, why are the schools always haunted? I don't know. You tell me. Alright, let's walk up this bad boy, shall we? Protect the plants and stay on the path. Wow.
It overlooks north, south, east, west. There's highest points of those mountain ridges. The Indians probably lived up in those mountains. They had this as a central point, like a holy area.
So we're standing on holy ground pretty much. This is their ceremonial spot where they would honor their dead. Right at the tippy top of this mound. 57,000 tons of dirt. I guarantee you every one of these houses has experienced haunted activity at some point. There's no way they haven't.
I'm native as well in my blood, so this is just a peace offering.
You want to smoke the peace pipe?
Purple, the color of the royalty. Come.
Mound.
Go ahead. We'll see the smoke come out of it if you.
Can you pull the smoke out of that thing? Smoke the peace pipe?
Never mind that I'm white. See the high cheekbones? I come from your tribe long ago.
We've done it.
Were you the one that smoked it earlier? Somebody smoked it. What did it taste like? Berries? Did you say berry?
Yeah.
It tastes like berries. Here. Here, have some.
Mound. It keeps saying mound, mound.
Yes.
So we're using the, let me back up a little bit, Necrophonic app. Amazing. Who were the people that originally lived here? Whoa. One at a time. Party? It's like peace pipe party. Okay. What's that big building across the street? What is that big building across there? Is that the jail?
Yes. Did they move any of the bodies when they created the jail?
They moved. Jail.
Did they disrupt any of the sacred burial grounds when they built these homes in this prison? No.
Burial.
Do you know who Annabelle is?
Hello?
Hello. Do you know who Ed and Lorraine Lauren are? Ed and Lorraine. Wow, I just had a brain fart. What's her name?
Warren.
Warren. Wow,
Are you being affected?
I don't know, I got dizzy.
Sit down. It sounded like it said Warren.
It said Warren, it corrected me. I said Ed and Lorraine Lauren, and it said Warren.
You know Ed and Lorraine Warren?
Did somebody smoke my peace pipe? Is that why I'm dizzy?
I heard, yeah, why? Do you know what their son-in-law brought to the jail this weekend? What did they bring to the jail this weekend? See him? See who? Is Annabelle him? Oh, getting weird.
Do you know who Pan is?
Oh.
Oh, be careful.
That's a little nerve-wracking.
It is.
I got a little dizzy up here.
All right, we're gonna head out, get something to eat. Have a good one. I gotta take it slow because
I got dizzy.
I wore the wrong shoes to walk up here. No, it's not. It's harder. It's hard walking up here though, I thought. Okay, we're down. That thing is massive. Absolutely massive. So cool. Here's all of the different shows that have filmed here. Movies. The OG, that's where I first heard of it. Actually, it was Ghost Hunters and then Ghost Adventures. Cool. Josh is getting his shirt. That's cool. I'll have to show you guys my shirt later.
The dude was coming out of the store. I was like, whoa, dude, stop! And he like yelled at me because I was backing up and I didn't even see him because I was looking the other direction. You know what I mean? I checked my rear before I backed out and it was clear. So I'm backing out. And this guy's like, whoa, stop! And I slammed on my brakes. And if I hadn't, that dude would hit me. And then he like zipped around me and I was like, he was like completely trashed in front of his car. And there was no damage. If I had a ball on his back, so his afraid he was like, he was ball. And he backed, he just stopped. I said, what's going on? Oh, sorry, I didn't see you. Is your Jeep messed up?
That's fabulous. Where did you get it? Five Below. Nice. I love Five Below. That's the coolest thing. Hi guys. Welcome. Thanks for joining us. Perfect. Thank you. Yes, indeed. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Enjoy. You guys have any questions, let us know. Thanks for joining us.
Looking back at the long time, how many are on the group?
Oh shoot, in this group probably 10. I mean, I think this is all of us right
Is
here.
this all of us right here?
Yeah, I believe so.
Come on forward here, folks. I work alone. I don't bite, and this is all about you. So later, there's going to be opportunities for questions and photos, and you'll have your free time. I love your face. Good. That's why we do this. So my name is Wade. I'm a part of the New England Society of Psychic Research. That was founded by Ed and Lorraine Warren in 1952. This is Dan Revere with the baseball cap. We're going to get to him later. And Father Bob Bailey. If you need any counsel or assurance or holy water, or you want to just simply talk, that's Father Bob Bailey. He's here for you. Okay? And you see Chris Lauren in the black shirt. Remember when Conjuring 1 we had the officer? we always like to have an officer on the team if possible. Okay. And he's also the skeptic, which keeps us healthy. So, how many of you have experienced the paranormal? 2, 3? No? I bet you have. In fact, I will guarantee you have. When you went from spirit into these bodies, that is a paranormal event. And I will promise you and guarantee you that you will have another before it's all over. Nice meeting you. Bye, Sophie. So, all during high school, college, how many years did you spend on geometry and algebra and trigonometry? And how many have used that in the past year?
None.
None. But you weren't taught how to change a tire in high school or the word paranormal, were you? But everyone that you can see today in this room or in the highway will experience paranormal. No one is exempt. So I say the more you know about the paranormal, the better your life will be, and prepared for life. And how ironic that you're here and not watching a football game or doing your taxes. You're learning something that your soul already knows you're going to encounter and express. So, when I first met Mr. Warren, the first 5 minutes, he taught me the difference between a ghost and an apparition. A ghost is a spirit on earth, what you think it is, and you don't know it. And it can interfere with your life or not. Or an apparition is a spirit that you knew, such as grandma or a past relative, okay? And they usually want to assist, guide, and observe you because of their level of love for you. They will come to a bedside, but if they think that will scare you, then you will just smell grandpa's pipe tobacco. Or the cologne that your mother wore. And in this case, we have smelled Miss Warren's cologne recently within this year. There are different ways that they will make an apparition and remind you how gifted and divine that you are and loved. So, in that same token, you know what a ghost is now. You know what an apparition is now. There's something that's on the other side, which is what we call, and I don't like to use the D word, dark or demonic. Now, how does that happen? Well, let's just say you're living in life and you don't know about the paranormal. You're an average person. And suddenly you're going to have a child, your daughter, in 3 weeks. Or you're going to a wedding in Atlanta and you're on the plane and you're so excited because it's been non-stop 7 months of preparing. Suddenly, that plane crashes. You know nothing of the paranormal. You see your body in the field, but there's no pain. You don't understand. Now, the good news is everyone gets the light. Okay? But you have free will. You can go to the light based on your religious beliefs. And we're Catholic based, and we'll get to that and why later. But if you have no experience with the paranormal, like for example, when you dream, do you know you're dreaming? How long is that dream? Is it 30 seconds? Is it 8 minutes? When you fall, are you really falling? But it looks real. Same thing with the consciousness of the spirit. You may not be aware that you have lost your body. And then the light goes, and you become in limbo. But the wedding is tomorrow. So I'm going to go to that wedding. I can tune into the energy of my relatives. But I can't interact. They don't know I'm there. And I'm frustrated, and I'm lonely. And I'm spreading out an energy that attracts the same energy. Mr. Warren taught me energy can never be destroyed, and energy will attract the same. Like attracts like. Now take this building, for example. I bet you there's more than 3 souls in here that are lost, angry, and I will assure you, from my research alone, that there are gangs of spirits here. And there are even gang leaders who control those spirits and tell us not to talk to these humans. And I assure you that happened in the past 24 hours, and I witnessed it. So, like attracts like. That's why they stay here. Why would you stay here? Because they don't know any better. For whatever reason and without judgment, They never studied the paranormal. They did not have the divine right to stand in this room and listen to the words. Get it? Okay. So you're on the right track. You're way ahead of the game, trust me. So my point is, there's one more spirit besides the dark or demonic, and that's called the inhuman spirit. And that's where this comes in. We know you want to see things from the museum that have to do with the Conjuring films, etc. Well, you all know who this is, okay? If you want later, I'll remind you why the images are different. That's a Raggedy Ann, and that's the Annabelle doll for the movies. Why the image is different, I'll explain later if you want, but I want to go forward in time. An inhuman spirit is a spirit that was at one time with the Lord and was cast out of heaven and has never lived or had the privilege to live in a human body on earth. You can never express like you and I can. Because you and I have a path to God ordained divinely within us. We can fight it, we can live it, we can multiply it, etc. Free will. That's how He much loves us. So an inhuman spirit wants to destroy that path. It's jealous and angry at you because you have that ability. And this knows every word I'm saying and has heard it before, and it's always angry at me. It's not my friend. But I treat it with respect, and I treat it with honor. I will never challenge it. I will never yell at it. I will never give it a reason to act towards me. Okay? So, an inhuman spirit is one that will create oppression in families to distract their path to the Lord. And they'll create bed rocking, they'll create smells, slaps, etc., punches. All this activity is called oppression. And that's where the team of the New England Psychic Research Society comes in to assist these families who need help. Okay? We're kind of the opposite of a travel, I don't know, I watch 2 paranormal shows a year because I yell at the TV too loud. But whatever, what's it, Travel Channel or whatever network, for example, or Ghost something or other, I don't know the name of the shows. It's kind of redundant. Anyway, but my point is, they never resolve the oppression, the acts, the situations that the families are going through. That's where we come in. We come in to assist the families in need, okay? And we do that in many ways based on the circumstance. So, Dan Rivera made this case because he knows you want to see it. Mr. Warren wanted the devil exposed. Yes, we keep these in the items in the museum most of the time, but we know you want to see them, and this is why we bring them out for you, to expose the ways of the devil. Ouija boards, dowsing rods, curses, even watching a lot of the occult shows will attract that energy, like attracts like. Remember? So that's how we teach people not to encourage things into your life. Dan will tell you now how he made the case and how he was divinely led to do a certain features of that case for protection, an insult to the inhuman demonic.
As I told you, my name is Dan Rivera. I'm the Warren Senior Lead Investigator. My job is to go out, help clients, and bring in the team members. We bring in the clergy, and we also bring in Ryan as well, Ryan Real, as Ryan has studied psychology, so he's a psychologist now, and we'll bring clients to him as well. So the reason why I built this case is because the museum was closed down to the public for some of the issues in the town of Monroe, Connecticut. So I built this case to replicate Ed's original case, but I took extra precautions when I built this case. There's 3 crosses on there that represents the Trinity, the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. Behind Annabelle, behind the black felt, inscribed on the wall is the Lord's Prayer. On each side of the case, I put a plaque on there. It's the same type of plaque on each side. And then we had a priest do the binding ritual on the case. We have Father Bob come in monthly, and he will do a blessing of the museum. So in saying that, you guys are protected. Now, when I originally moved to Annabelle, I knew her strength. Got into a car accident trying to go help a client. And so what Wade did was he had this love made for me. and each finger is some holy metal in there. Saint Benedict, Saint Michael, Saint Benedict, Saint Michael in each finger. And that protects me when I handle these objects in the museum. And saying that, what I want to do is I want you guys to walk around, take pictures. If you have any questions, come to us. Father Bobby, ask questions. Wade, Chris, or myself, we're here to answer those questions. But I want you to enjoy yourself. Take pictures, remember this. And we also have merch here. All these shirts here I designed myself. And I'm just happy you guys came out and you're able to hear these stories and view these objects. So thank you.
Thank you.
Daughter, and she helps us, you know, driving out around the country and everything. So she's a big help, and she helps out with merch.
So was this one from the movie then?
That's from Annabelle Comes Home. That's the actual doll they use in the movie. Yeah, Warren Brothers.
I walked in a room, I'm like, oh my God, she's out. And I'm like, wait, wrong one. Movie one.
She's scary.
She is. What's the story behind this?
The coffin was a gentleman down in PA that believed he was a vampire. He thought he was a vampire, and he will sleep in that coffin, and he would go out in the middle of the night, and this is not going to be blown by him. He ended up going into an insane asylum.
Overwhelming grief in there.
Why?
I don't know why. I was fine. I was laughing and stuff before we walked in. As soon as I walked in that room, I almost asked the priest that was there to touch me with some holy water because I felt it affecting me. It's not fun. This stuff is not funny. You don't joke around about this stuff.
I'm not laughing. I feel like I weighed 30 or 40 pounds heavier and stopped at McDonald's cheeseburger.
Can you guys stop recording me, please? I feel really stupid. But I can't
Nothing
help
stupid
it.
about it.
It's an experience.
I can't help it.
This is what you tried.
This is what I didn't want to do in front of them, but I was like literally holding it in the whole time because I felt something affecting me really bad. That's why I didn't want to smile next to it because it didn't feel right. I felt like grief.